I'm Appl Juic here in Stoke Newington, from Stoke Newington originally, and very happy to be outside Pangea project. It was rhymes. I always liked rhymes. I liked listening to Dr. Seuss when I was a kid. Not listening, but reading Dr. Seuss books, you know, like Cat in the Hat and that. And I always loved rhymes, and then also social consciousness. So like when I was 15 and I was looking for some sort of identity, and I tried listening to heavy metal, and I tried getting into indie music and reading NME, and then I got a Wu-Tang tape, and that was that really. It was all about hip-hop. I mean, I think it's important to try and be comical and mix it up really. If you're comical, people are going to be more, it's more accessible, and people like receive it. People always enjoy laughing, so if you can have that. But they're just Dr. Seuss I like because of the rhymes really, and I just love rhymes. Well, I'm working on a project called Revision Raps, which is a lot of raps based on the GCSE science curriculum to help kids learn and get good grades in school. And there's going to be a website, revisionraps.com, and that's coming out. And I'm the rapping supply teacher, so I've got a little EP. I think UK hip hop is. I like it lyrically. I think that it's quite insular and quite cliquey, and it's not that expansive, and that a lot of rappers and hip-hop heads, you know, are quite enclosed. So that's my problem with UK hip-hop. I'm quite excited because like grime music, I think, is the opposite of that, and you know, a lot of grime artists are trying to do things for themselves and push it out, and now grime and hip-hop are coming together a bit more, so hopefully that's going to be reflected. Like, I like the content of a lot of UK rappers. I just think it needs to be a bit more dynamic, and I think that people are too satisfied just kind of speaking to the converted, who are just normally people sitting around getting stoned in their bedroom. Yeah, I think it's more actually that hip hop is less attached to a specific place. Whereas I think grime music comes out of neighbourhoods. A lot of grime MCs are very popular, like in their areas, and so it's very much off the streets. And they're also like grime artists are trying to kind of push things and get things out there and have this sort of self-promotion. And I think that more UK rappers need to sort of just be a bit more dynamic about it. Really, the music's. Well, I'm trying to get like some UK rappers and people to do revision raps and to help me with my project. So, like the person that I think is at the top at the moment is Gigs, and a lot of people hate him, or you know, aren't really into him. But he's you know, he's pushed it out there and he's done it himself, and he's hugely popular amongst the kids, and that's who they listen to. So, I reckon that if I could do something with Gigs, I'd be pretty happy about my position in life. This is the tale of a number of youngsters, under the clutches and wonder of a presumptuous media, encouraging the hunger for guns amongst strugglers, which feeds our plunderers and reduces the number of youngers amongst us. Gangsters and smugglers, marketed to youths by corporations for profits, so executives can have caviar, fast cars and sharp suits. Now our children hang around in large groups saying they're going to burn down your building and throw people in car boots, without understanding the negative effects of violence, how it wrecks lives and self-esteem and perspectives and horizons. People die, so try and reflect on your environment before becoming the next step for Trident. If you don't make time for reflection, you've got no hope of finding direction. You might regret aspiring to the type of life which threatens your possibilities of survival as well as success. You don't need to carry a knife for protection. It could end up in your eyeball or chest. Do you know how many die by their own weapon? Sure, you might hear gunshots on tape decks, but most of the noises are fake effects. Rare is the man who actually sprays text and manages to remain at the apex long enough to cash all his paychecks. And if you want to advance on the glances you exchange with that girl who entrances when she dances, avoid adopting provocative stances, because ladies want gentlemen, not heartless bastards. Sure, the streets are hard and cold. Many suffer the harshest darkness, the darkest harshness. But you must know people who aren't involved. You enhance your chances with the choices you make. Just listen to any of your classiest artists, from JME to Task Force. You need to use your head. You should be demanding answers. You can't approach things with the mind states of primates with no plan, making high crime rates part of the program. Even if trying to create lines to state on blind dates you set up on MySpace. You need to ask questions, like what can me and my mates do to blow, man? Or why do 2% of the people own 5/8 of the land? And yeah, the world might be too messed up to be an optimist, but still it's better to try and act positive, and don't waste high stakes on low scams, because this is the only chance you get, and time waits for no man. Out, Appl Juic.
Brad! Fucking awesome, man. Great.